What's up, everybody? It's your pal Jeremy Loville from the Arc of Greater Beaumont, and this is my Yu-Gi-Oh! Dueling deck. More like, this is a deck profile here. This is my Cypher deck. Now, I'm about to show you guys everything that's in my decks. In my deck, of course. Without further ado, let's get started. And first, we're going to start with main deck first. So, in the main deck, I happen to run 3 Cypher wings. Well, that one is pretty obvious because if you summon a Cypher monster, you could special summon this card from your hand, which is always a good. Then the next card I'm gonna show you guys is I run 3 Cypher E-Trangers. And this has one of the coolest effects. It could attach itself to a Cypher monster as an overlay unit. Then, if this card is in the graveyard, you add either a Cypher spell or a Cypher trap to your hand. Next comes my Cypher biplane, and as you know, I run 3 of these guys. And it states if you control another Cypher monster, you can actually summon this card to the field, then target up to 2 Cypher monsters and make their levels level 8. Sometimes this card and another Cypher monster on the field, I can make it and the other Cypher monster level 8. Obviously. And then obviously comes the next card, Cypher Mirror Knight. Having trouble trying to split these guys up. But Cypher Mirror Knight, if you discard this card, if your Cypher monster gets destroyed, you could discard this and another card, so you could basically bring it back to the field after it's been destroyed. And then next comes Cypher Twin Raptor. And as you know, I run 3 of these as well. So if this card is summoned, you could discard 1 monster or 1 card to the graveyard to summon another Cypher monster. Basically, I like having a Cypher deck. And check this out. Then in this deck, I run 3 Guardian of Order. In fact, what this card basically does is, if you have 2 other light monsters on the field, you could summon this card without tributing. And this will actually help me bring out one of my boss monsters. Then next, I run 2 Honest. And what this card basically does is, if this card's been sent to the graveyard from your hand, this card can basically power up any of your monsters that's on the field. Then next comes my 2 level 8 dragons, which I have Light Darkness Dragon and Nebula Dragon. And the reason why I put these two out here is because one reason. Because of Nebula Dragon's effect, I can actually summon him and Light Darkness Dragon because of Nebula's effect. Then I run a kaiju monster known as Jizukiru, the Star Destroying Kaiju. And the thing is, I can actually sacrifice one of my opponent's monsters and then summon this on his side of the field. In other words, I will literally kaiju him. Then, for spells, I run Cipher Interference. I run XZ's Territory. I run Lightning Vortex. Then I run a Monster Reborn for obvious reasons. Then I run an Overlay Regen. Not to mention Double Exposure, as well as Harpy's Feather Duster and Galaxy Cyclone. But these aren't the main spells I wanted you guys to see. I run 3 rank up magic Cypher extensions. And without further ado, next comes the trap cards. And I run an XZ's block if your opponent uses an XYZ effect, then you can use one overlay unit from, and you can detach a material from an XZ's monster and destroy the monster that used its ability. Then I also have Draining Shield. This gives me a lot of life points from the attacking monster. That one's obvious. Then I have Waboku. And if this card is played, I take no battle damage. And my monsters cannot be destroyed by battle this turn. Then I run Dimension Gate and Radiant Mirror Force. But then comes, I got double Cipher. If one Cypher XZ's monster is destroyed, I can actually detach all the materials from it and then just summon another one from my extra deck, ignoring all of its summoning methods. Cypher Spectrum practically does almost the same thing, except it only affects after your monster's been destroyed. And of course I run 2 of them. And then I have Cypher Bit. If an XZ's monster, which happens to be a Galaxy Eyes or a Cypher Galaxy Eyes XZ's monster, I can basically activate this card and keep my monster from getting destroyed. And that's it for the regular deck, you guys. Now it's on to the extra deck. Starting with, hold on, I think I got that backwards. Excuse me, please bear with me. I run 3 Galaxy Eyes Cypher Dragons. And the reason why I run 3 is because of its effect. All it does is use one overlay unit, take over your opponent's monster. Then I have Cipher Blade Dragon, which happens to destroy a monster on my opponent's field. And I run 2 of these guys. But then here's the main bad boy that I run 3 times. My Neo Galaxy Eyes Cypher Dragon. I could detach up to 3 materials from this card. Then I can actually take over my opponent's monster and they automatically become Neo Galaxy Eyes Cypher Dragons. And this concludes my Cypher deck. Like and subscribe for more content. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok. And out. Bye, guys.